Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How you doing, Libra? This is your 2023 tarot forecast. So it is date or time specific, unlike my other readings. You can be here as a cross watcher. Sometimes the messages come through directly for you. Keep that in mind, but it is still a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. I'm just going to, whatever comes through, comes through. So it's sort of a wild card, whether it's career, finance, family, relationships. We'll see what comes through. But the extended is the romance reading. So I'll give you more info about that as we move along in the reading. We do have a stellium in Capricorn. That means 3 or more planets. We've got the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto all in Capricorn right now. With Mercury about to turn around on the 29th and begin his retrograde. He's in the pre-shadow phase, so that will occur at 24 degrees of Capricorn. So find 24 degrees of Capricorn in your natal chart and go all the way back to 8 degrees of Capricorn, and that's the territory that Mercury is going to move back over before he turns around and heads back the other way. So that's the area of life that will likely be impacted. I happen to have Saturn at 23 degrees of Capricorn in my 6th house. So Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and the 6th house is duty, work, service, daily activities, health, daily routines, right? So, and since Saturn is the great teacher and the finger wagging, you know, like the principal who tells you you're not living up to your potential, y'all can see that I'm going to have one of those Mercury retrogrades where I have to all the words, reprioritize, reassess, realign, recommit, reevaluate. So find where that 24 to 8 degrees of Capricorn is in your chart so you can get a hint of how this retrograde might impact you. Okay. We still have Mars is still retrograde in Gemini and goes direct in mid-January. And we are in that Mercury retrograde all the way through the first month and a half of the year. Here's a special note. If you are in the VWP part of the membership, there are 2 levels to the channel membership. One is the very high priestess and one is the very wise priestess, which is a little bit more. There is an important video that I made just for you that will impact your membership. So please go to the membership tab to find that, or go to my channel page and click on the playlists tab, and you may need to scroll to find the VWP playlist, but it is there. If I remember, I'll put a link to it in the I'll pin a link in the comments below. So if you have a problem finding it, let me know. All right, I am pulling from a Prairie Majesty Oracle, and we're going to pull one card for you here, Libra. And this one card will have a word for the year, it will have a totem for the year, and it will have a question that you might ponder for the year. And your, oh, Libra, your word is work, 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 work. Your totem is the prairie mound ant. And your question is, what is mine for the doing? So 2023 may be a busy year, busy work, you know? Remember how we used to do busy work in school? What is mine for the doing? This is an action year for you, Libra. So what I have done is I've written my word and my question on a sticky note and plastered it all in my bathrooms so that I can ponder my question and reflect on my words. So you may want to try that. 2023 is a 7 year, and the number 7 major arcana is Chariot. And Chariot is successful, it's victory. So you've got victory for your dedication and your action and your work. All right, so this is something from last year. You need to release some chaos, some conflict, some competition, maybe feeling a bit conflicted. This is a different spread, so I'm going to pull the cards, and then I'll walk you through it, and then I will clarify. Wow, wow, wow. Libra. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, as I said, this first card is the only card that looks backwards, and it's telling you what you need to release in 2022. which is some form of conflict or feeling conflicted or some form of competition, a little chaotic energy there. Your whole year of 2023 is all about this Knight of Wands. Now, this can be you. This can be you because we do have this, what is mine for the doing? The Knight of Wands takes action. Very passionate action. The problem with the Knight of Wands, though, is that it doesn't always have a plan, and some, like the Knight of Pentacles would, and sometimes can flame out fast. I think what I'm seeing here is a relationship reading, actually, and I think this year someone returns to you. I think they return. I think they kind of show up uninvited, unannounced. Ding dong, I'm here. And that is what your whole year is about, is possibly the impulsivity in that connection, the in and out of it all. So keep that in mind. Something to look forward to, though, in 2023 is the world. The world is Capricorn and Aquarius, the as above and so below of it all. It is Saturn. This card is Saturn. I just got done talking about, which rules Capricorn and was the original ruler of Aquarius until Uranus was found. But here's the message of the world card. Lessons have been learned. Cycles will close out and a new cycle will begin. So that's what you have to look forward to. Could it be with this person, with this Knight of Wands? Abso-freaking-lutely, but anything can happen. It is a general reading. Now, here's something new for you to explore in 2023. We have the Hierophant. So I'm thinking there's something here that maybe you've lost a little faith around. And this can be a card of conventional committed relationships, your beliefs around relationships, and especially committed relationships, maybe even marriage. And so this year you may be exploring your beliefs or your, it could be religious faith, but that's not what's coming through. It's just your faith in those ideals and what you stand for, and how to be true to yourself. So that's something to explore. We'll obviously explore more with the clarifiers, and an important lesson you have to learn this year, Six of Wands, how to make peace. This is another victory card. This is about finding a win-win outcome. In this scenario, and you see the wreath of peace there on the wand, but you also see the winner's crown, right? He's coming back from battle to tell the king, hey, no blood was shed. No lives were lost. Our kingdoms made peace. We can live in peace now. We struck a bargain. So there's something very celebratory about this card. It's a triumphant homecoming. What are you coming home to? Some kind of a win-win outcome that I think is related to this lesson, this cycle that you close out so that the new one can begin with peace. I love that we have wreaths in both of these cards. Now, the best version of you, how can you be the best version of yourself in 2023? King of Wands. King of Wands knows what he wants, okay? So even if you're a woman, it doesn't matter. Even if you identify as divine feminine, it doesn't matter. The king, you can have king energy. It's an energy. It doesn't represent gender. But this is it. What is mine for the doing? The King of Wands does. He takes action. I see it. I want it. I claim it. It's mine. Doesn't hesitate. In reversed energy can be unavailable. But this is coming through upright. The best version of yourself takes action. Knows what you want, stakes the claim, and goes for it. I love that for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify here. We've got the Five of Wands. Seven of Wands. Yes, there has been something here that ended badly. And yeah, this is coming from under the deck. So for those of you who are new, welcome first of all. Hope you enjoy this reading and will join us here by subscribing. But when I pull from the bottom of the deck, which I do in each step along the way, it's what's going on in unconscious awareness. It's what's in your psyche or something playing out behind the scenes. So I think that what's underneath is this painful ending that you've had with a connection, with a relationship, and there's been discord, and there's been defensiveness, and there's been resistance. And this feels like it's been playing out longer than just 2022. It feels to me like it could have been going on for years. And you've been as patient as you can be, and now the universe is telling you, spirit is telling you, that's what you need to let go of. You need to let this go. Don't scrap it out anymore. Don't hash it out anymore. Don't allow yourself to be triggered by it anymore. Let it go. And the minute you let it go, something amazing always happens, right? And sometimes the person senses it. And it's been a theme in all the readings for 2023 is that the minute you let go, and I mean like let go consciously, with intention, with grace, with gratitude for the lessons learned, right? The minute you do that truthfully, like honestly, where you say, my shoulders are dropped. I'm feeling at peace with all of this. I truly wish this person, only good things, but I'm out. I'm out. The minute you do that for reals, they come back. And that's what I'm seeing here. So that's what we have to reconcile is this Knight of Wands energy. Your whole year is going to be about this. Yes, this person. Wow. Okay. So someone's returning. It will be unexpected, as I said, Knight of Wands, and they may make you a big ass offer. And that is not the first time I have seen this energy come through. I think it just came through, I want to say for Leo even. Everyone, all y'all are getting this message of somebody returning and to either commit or up level the connection, be more invested in it, like a new beginning even. This could be a new person for some of you, and that is what we will explore in the extended. But regardless, it will bring a lot of healing and deep reflection on all this chaos over here that you've released. So it feels to me almost like a reward for the having released what wasn't serving you and what was only causing you stress and strain and defensive energy and chaotic energy and argumentative, like the opposite of all things Libra, right? Because Libra is very much about peace and harmony, and it looks like you have had none of that. So that's what you're releasing, and then what comes in is very peaceful, very regenerative, very healing, and it is up-leveled, and whether or not it's somebody from the past, we will see in the extended, but it definitely is a soul connection. So let's look at the world. Something to look forward to. Yes, you are offloading a very heavy, burdensome cycle. Look at that. Offloading it. Now, very interesting that we have the Hierophant again, and we've got the Judgment card, because that suggests that a difficult, stressful, and even painful cycle from the past is being released, right? Closing out that cycle. But then we've got that card of commitment. We've got that card of conventional committed relationship. For some of you, it's just representational of a Taurian. This is Taurus, right? Coming out twice here. So if you're dealing with a Taurus or have a lot of Taurus in your chart, or at least in a prominent place, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, it could just be that simple. But I'm feeling forgiveness here, and possibly for someone stepping out on a commitment or failing to commit, right? Resisting commitment. And you've waited for years for that commitment to come through, and it never did, or things ended badly over the topic of commitment. And here you get to finally close that out, and there's the second chances. Now, this can be a card of reunion. Judgment can be a card of reunion. It can be a card of awakening, spiritual awakening, having that underneath in your unconscious awareness, right? Coming into an awakening of your beliefs and your faith in traditional relationships. Could be that simple as well. But there's second chances available to you, and it may show up in the form of somebody who comes on your path very unexpectedly. Knight of Wands. Yeah. It is, though, also about answering the call. So once the angel comes in, it's a crossroads moment. And you get that call, you have to respond. Because these are the sinners coming up in their graves, being given a second chance at life, at love, at happiness, whatever, fill in the blank. So it is partially about, in your unconscious awareness, feeling the call and answering it. Especially as you close out this difficult cycle and something new begins, and maybe more up-leveled, maybe more committed. You may meet the one you marry. I mean, I'm seeing here great potential for that. So let's look at what you need to explore with this Hierophant. Yeah. So this person, I feel it's like someone you know. Someone comes in to clear the air. You may lack trust in them. This may be somebody who stepped out on the commitment, who cheated on you, who betrayed you, betrayed your trust, and they come in to clear the air. And the topic here, it could even be if you're here and you were married and, or are married and are dealing with somebody who was unfaithful, if you're in separation from somebody you felt committed to for the long haul, marriage or not, that's what I'm seeing here. So this is new. This is a new exploration of the future, of something that might go the distance, that might be more long-term and committed, like a life partner. And I feel like whoever it is coming in to clear the air. This is also potentially you speaking truth to power. The Knight of Swords happens to be Gemini energy, but it's still air, and you're an air sign if you're here as the Libra. So it could be about you speaking truth to power about your values, especially around topics and themes around commitment and marriage and, life partnership. And this Seven of Swords underneath is what's rolling around in the back of your mind. And if you look at the cards, this is what's underneath. All this is what's underneath. The end of a painful cycle that requires deep healing and forgiveness, possibly second chances, but it's all around this little Seven of Swords, which is deception, betrayal. It can be self-deception, but that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a situation that ended badly, where there may have been a breach of trust. Can you forgive it and close that cycle out and move on? That's the question that remains, because the important lesson you will learn this year is about mending fences, is about making peace, is about reconciliation. Slow but sure. Yeah, and don't rush into anything at all. This feels to me like you will move forward with a plan, very clear about what you want to either talk about, speak about, explore. If someone is returning especially, you're going to have this Three of Swords in the back of your mind, right? The difficult energy that you need to heal from, where you need the forgiveness, because this is again coming from under the deck. So whatever that betrayal was, it really did a number on you. So you're not going to rush in. You're going to be more methodical and deliberate. I do feel that Knight of Pentacles is you. And there's the Hanged Man, and wait for enlightenment. And the Hanged Man can represent a temporary standstill, but I'm not seeing it as standing still. I'm seeing it as sort of surrendering to the experience of making peace, because this is the important lesson you will learn this year, is how to slow your roll, be very cognizant of your intentions, take action with purpose, clear intentions, cross your T's, dot your I's, move forward deliberately, methodically even. And that Hanged Man is there saying, and pull yourself out above the situation so you can see things from all perspectives, so you can get the 30,000 foot view before you go racing in. Because remember, you've got a year of action, and that is something that's important for you to remember. What is mine for the doing? Well, whatever you do, be very deliberate about it. And because it's focusing on reconciliations and making peace and win-win outcomes that are, focused on matters of the heart, I think taking your time and sort of surrendering to that experience will be very helpful. And then once you're clear about what you want, the best version of you in 2023 goes and gets it. It's not just what's yours for the doing, it's what's yours for the having, for the claiming. Get your peace. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I like it. Moving forward, claiming peace, claiming calm, claiming something more serene, more introspective. You may find yourself on a bit of a solitary journey in terms of how you navigate the themes that came up in this reading around commitment, around up-leveling, around marriage or long-term connection. Life partnership is the best way to say it. Not everybody, we're in 2023, guys, not everybody believes in marriage anymore. Most of us do, some of us don't. But this feels to me like it's like, you know, when what you're claiming, that peace that you're claiming, that moving to calmer waters, that separating yourself from drama and not being triggered by other people's defensiveness or resistance, you know, you sort of kind of become the guide. And I feel like you become the guide for yourself, most of all, to your own peace. Underneath is this little Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, it's like, yeah, you can have a healthy amount of curiosity, but it doesn't run you. Okay, that Page of Swords is the spy detective of the tarot, always looking for information, always looking for clarity, always trying to sleuth out the truth of a situation. Well, we know you have been dealt less than honest communication in the past, and maybe you have a healthy amount of skepticism. But this card is also about suspicion too. And so I like that it's coming from under the deck and it isn't going to run you. The highest version of yourself goes within first. What's true for me? Okay? What's my truth? What's going to bring me peace? And then what do I need to do to claim that? How do I take control of the situation and claim that peace? Well, you do it from your higher self. Not from this lower vibrational level of intrigue. Okay, my loves, so this is what I have for you. Let me give you the astrology, but the link to the extended is below. I'm doing a yes-no spread. The first part of the spread is yes-no. Will somebody be returning from your past in 2023? Looks like that might be the case. Maybe not for all of you. And the second part will be, is someone new coming on your path? Of course, I explore the astrology for who that could be. In either case, I clarify it and close out with some additional oracles. So the link to that is below. And it's at special holiday pricing. So just FYI, a little less than normal. Here's who shows up. We have the Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy, in case that speaks to you. Doesn't matter if it doesn't. The World, as I said, is Aquarius and Capricorn. The Hierophant is out twice. That's Taurus. Judgment is Scorpio. It's a card of Pluto. We have the Knight of Swords, as I mentioned, is Gemini. The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, as is the Hermit. We have Pisces in the Hanged Man. King of Wands is Leo. And the Knight of the Page of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I think that's everything, and I will see you in the extended. Otherwise, Happy New Year. See you in 2023. Bye for now.